Pause. Take a break. Reflect on life. Your moment of greatness starts now.
Today's guest company put fun in fungi. We'll be learning so much about mushrooms in this episode. Our guests are the founders of Troupe Nutrition. Welcome to the show, Jake and Stephanie. How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much. I just realized right now, because I'm based in Germany, and the ST, we put a little stress on it. So I'm tempted to call you Stephanie. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation.
That's new, but go for it.
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay.
The German in me is kind of just coming out with that name today. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode for a soulful conversation. And it's so interesting because we'll be talking about mushrooms. And I would love to learn so much about it, about the misconceptions, the misunderstandings, and the benefits, especially the benefits of mushrooms, or taking mushrooms. But I would just like us to start from the basic, like, what was your inspiration and your mission to start Troop and to bring out so many helpful products out to help people?
Yeah, I mean, I guess starting from the beginning, I can touch on the first half and Jake can probably finish. But so to really start from the beginning, Jake and I are cousins, so we go way back. And
Yeah.
we also started this business. I know you were saying you started your podcast in 2020. We started really learning about mushrooms during 2020. And we were both, Jake had gone into a ski accident during the pandemic, and I had lost my job. So I moved in with him and his family and to help take care of his leg. And I read this book that really inspired me about mushrooms. And after like the initial Netflix binging and me trying to bake, I turned to Jake and I asked him if he wanted to start growing mushrooms with me. And he, without hesitation, said yes. And we started off on this adventure of growing mushrooms and learning about mushrooms. And we just became so fascinated. And we felt like we had discovered something that not a lot of people were talking about at the time. And mushrooms have so many benefits to not only heal, but prevent so many issues. And nature provides. And we were just so fascinated by that. So we started sharing the mushrooms with our community, and they were absolutely loving it. And I'll let Jake tell you how we got into gummies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of found that, once we discovered these supplements and these mushrooms, we really wanted to take them ourselves. So we checked the market and we looked for supplements that, we would want to take. And what we found was it was all powders and tinctures, and everything was very like ceremonial and just kind of like didn't really speak to us very much. There was no easy way to take them. Everything was kind of like gross, and you have to be really dedicated. And, we were kind of new to like the health and wellness space. So, we were checking the market and I noticed that there was no gummies on the market. Not one mushroom gummy. So we decided to make the first mushroom gummy. And it all kind of goes into this factor that we were thinking of, that mushrooms are kind of like stigmatized. People are afraid of them. And the gummy actually helps people to be kind of disarmed and not so afraid. And it makes mushrooms more approachable. So it all kind of fit together with what we were trying to do. We were trying to bring mushrooms to more people. We were trying to destigmatize them, and we were trying to make them easy and approachable to take. So when we landed on the gummy, we thought it was perfect, the perfect form.
Hey there, amazing listeners. If you love diving deep into soulful conversations on Mirror Talk, we need your help to keep the dialogue alive and thriving. Subscribing, sharing, commenting, and rating our podcast not only shows your support, but also helps us reach more beautiful souls like yours. Every review and share helps our community grow, bringing more voices and perspectives into our reflective journey. So, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and spread the word. Together, we can make Mirror Talk shine even brighter. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Yeah, and based on my understanding, please, you could correct me if I'm wrong. These are gummies that you could have every day. You could get a bottle of it, and you could just try it based on, or you take it, consume them every day, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. They're daily mushroom gummies, and our bottles come with 60 in a bottle, 60 gummies. And so you take two every day. And we have three products. And the way that we designed it was that you would take this one product, Lion's Mane, in the morning to really start your day off with a clear mind, jitter free focus, and energy. And then in the middle of the day, you take our six mushroom blend, which we call the Super Troop, and that gives you a little energy boost and some balance. And then at the end of the day, you take reishi, which really helps calm and de-stress. It helps regulate the stress hormones in your body, so it enables you to sleep well. So we take these, all three of these every day. So we're taking six gummies, mostly more than six because they taste so good. But we're
Mm,
taking these every day, and we always encourage people to see, what works for them at different times. But yeah,
mm.
definitely daily mushroom gummy.
Daily mushroom. And is it something that is like, regulated? Do I have to see my doctor before I take them, or what do I have to do? You have to be, be health conscious.
Yeah, definitely. We always recommend before starting any sort of new supplement, just discussing it with your doctor. But mushrooms are
Mm,
completely safe and non toxic. So you can go, and if you know what you're looking for, especially like if you know that you have trouble focusing in the morning, go start taking lion's mane. It's super, super helpful. And what's great about it is it's super clear and sustained. It doesn't give you that really anxious, jittery feeling that coffee gives you. I know
mm.
Jake has had like long bouts of ADHD, and he can talk more about how that has helped him. But we have a lot of customers who have ADHD or have trouble focusing or have brain fog, and lion's mane really helps them with that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for bringing that up. So I would like to learn, from your own personal use of it. Like, how has this improved your life? What has it done to transform your life?
Yeah, it's definitely helped a lot for me personally. I do have ADHD, and I was prescribed Adderall at a really young age, and that's been a challenge having to take medicine to focus. Um,
Mm,
because it kind of like throws you out of balance. It's super powerful, and it kind of like swings you like a pendulum to one side, and then you swing back to the other side. So you're completely out of
mm,
balance. And using lion's mane instead of those medicines really, like, I feel like I'm in the middle, like placed right, like it doesn't swing so hard. It's not
mm,
as pronounced as an effect, but it definitely works. And over time it actually becomes more and more effective. So it really is designed so that you can do this every single day and remain in balance, and
mm.
not have to be like swinging all over the place from like super focused to not focused, from anxious to not anxious. It just kind of keeps you right level in the middle, which feels really nice.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And I know I was reading through your website and I found out that, Stephanie, you had something, it's not dyslexia, but, when if it's only for mathematics or something, I don't understand. If there's a term for it, basically. Does that help also with maybe people that are suffering or, have this dyslexia or something?
That was more of a joke, honestly.
Okay.
I'm really not that great at math. And I do have, like, sometimes I mix up letters and numbers. I have not
Mm.
found that mushrooms have been helpful for that, honestly, but maybe some people have. But yeah, that was more of a joke about me.
Yeah, I figured out. I was just asking in
Yeah.
case maybe it helps also. Yeah. So I can imagine you get into the market like in 2020 and you have this wonderful product, these gummy bears or gummies to eat. But a lot of people, a lot of us, for example, I maybe included, have these misconceptions or this misunderstanding about mushrooms that, oh, it's a substance that takes you to places, makes you feel high, it's like a drug, something like that. So what were like some of the things you had to battle against or battle with, when stepping into the market with your wonderful product?
Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm understanding the question. Are you saying that some people talk about mushrooms as being like psychedelic, kind of?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the podcast, you did mention something about misconceptions about mushrooms. I would definitely say
Mm,
this comes back to that. So a lot of people, when you say mushrooms, they think the psychedelic kind or the type that is the magic mushrooms, the ones that
yeah.
make you have a spiritual experience, a mind altering experience. Those are a separate
Hmm.
kind of mushrooms than these mushrooms. The mushrooms we're talking about here are functional mushrooms. So these are mushrooms that have benefits beyond just nutritional ones. They're great for your
Mm,
health and wellness overall. And then you have gourmet mushrooms, which are edible mushrooms like shiitakes and enokis. And then you have
mm,
psychedelic mushrooms, which are what we were just talking about, the magic trippy ones. Those have
yeah.
incredible health benefits as well for mental health, and they're being studied for depression and anxiety and PTSD and so many other traumas and ailments. But they
Mm.
are very different from the mushrooms that we're talking about today.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's very, very good to clarify.
Yeah.
And is there a way you can, differentiate them in the market or, around basically? Is there something you could use to differentiate between the kinds of mushrooms?
Um, so to differentiate the type of mushrooms, yeah,
Yeah.
they all look different. They look like very, very different in the wild. Also, we just differentiate in our products. We have 3 products using different mushrooms. We use 6 total mushrooms, none of which are
Mm,
psychedelic. We only use the functional mushrooms, which have the health benefits and none of the like psychedelic effects. So we use 6 different mushrooms. We use chaga, cordyceps, maitake, turkey tail, reishi, and lion's mane. And these are kind of the 6 most powerful mushrooms, also the 6 that are the most researched right now. And if you
mm,
looked at them, you would be able to very clearly tell them apart because they all look completely different. None of them really look like a mushroom, like you would imagine a mushroom to look like. You can look at all 6 of them on our website, trytroupe.com. We have like a photo of for professional photography of all of them, and they all look really cool and interesting. But none of them look like a mushroom. So it is cool to see how different they all are.
mm.
And yeah, it's quite easy to differentiate.
Hey there, podcast enthusiasts. Are you ready to add a little sparkle to your day? If you're loving the insightful conversations and captivating stories on Mirror Talk Podcast, here's a friendly nudge to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on the empowering messages and thought provoking discussions we bring to your ears. But wait, there's more. We're all about spreading positivity and inspiration, and you can be a part of it too. How? By sharing the love with your friends and family. Share this episode with your loved ones, and let's create a ripple effect of empowerment and growth together. And hey, if you've been enjoying what you hear, why not take a moment to leave us a glowing 5-star review? Your feedback fuels our passion to keep delivering content that resonates with you. So hit that subscribe button, share the love, and leave us a review. Let's keep the conversation going and spread the Mirror Talk magic far and wide. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, your support means the world to us.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that clarification. Because I was asking that because a lot of people, like based on research and talking to people, when they hear mushrooms, they think directly, towards psychedelics or the ones you can buy in the supermarket. So it's like the one in between is what we're talking about right now, the functional ones that could help your immune system. And I'll place a link to your website, trytroupe.com, in the show notes of this episode. So anyone who wants to just click on the link right now, copy the link and check out the website. Also on your Instagram page, I so love the Instagram page too because you have so many pictures and benefits of psychedelics. Oh, sorry, I said psychedelics of mushrooms on your Instagram page also, which I find very awesome. So, is it possible for you to also enlighten us on the benefit that people could get from it? Maybe how it could help us to, for example, modulate and support the immune system.
Yeah, for sure. Reishi is one of those that is amazing for your immune system. It helps keep your immune system firing and boosted at all times. Same with turkey tail, another mushroom that's incredible for your immune system, and chaga. Turkey tail is also really great for your gut and is being used in Japan as in conjunction with cancer treatments to help fight cancer, as well as maitake. It's also a cancer fighting mushroom, and they're using it for breast cancer treatments. It's also, maitake is also a very delicious mushroom too. So it's one of those that's gourmet and functional. It goes over. Same with lion's mane, which is my favorite mushroom. I touched on it before, and Jake did as well, but that's kind of the brain mushroom. It not only helps with focus and mental clarity, but it acts as your brain shield. So it helps shield your brain from cognitive decline and what comes with that. We also use a mushroom called cordyceps, which is really great for energy and stamina. It helps oxygenate the blood faster, so it's really great for athletes. And I think those are all the mushrooms. Lion's mane, reishi, chaga, maitake, cordyceps, turkey tail. Yeah, those are the 6 mushrooms that we use, and just very high level benefits of them.
Yeah, I mean, I was going through your posts on Instagram, and I found out that it could help you in the bedroom also. For example, it could help you with your mental health too, and a lot of benefits that comes with taking the mushrooms. So, if we visit your website, trytroupe.com, how do I know which of the products best suits my need at the moment? Are there descriptions on them, like the lion? I'm going to mess up the name, but are there like the descriptions of of the best mushroom that I need, for example, to help support my mental health?
Yeah, for sure. On our website, you have product descriptions. And if you don't know where to start, we do actually have a bundle with all 3 products. You could see which ones you like. And for all of your listeners, we're doing a special 20% off. We have Mirror Talk 20 for 20% off for anyone who wants to give it a go. But yeah, if you're new to the world of mushrooms and you don't really know where to start, definitely reading the product descriptions. We have a really robust blog with a lot of different articles on it. And I also always recommend the Super Troop because it has 6 mushrooms. So you are getting a little bit of everything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and is it available for people outside the US, or is only within the US for now?
Right now, we're just shipping within the continental US.
Mm. Okay, awesome. So the code is going to be Mirror Talk 20, and
Yes.
anyone who's in the US who's listening to this could use the code to get the 20% discounts on the product ordered. So now I can imagine a listener asking herself that, okay, Stephanie, Jake, this is so awesome, but what are the downsides to taking mushrooms? There must be something as downside. How would you answer this question?
You might be too healthy, you might might be too clear-headed, and your life will change completely. You'll have to, leave your old life behind and
Hmm.
move into a new superpowered life. So if you're trying to stay the same, then stay away.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. One fun fact was that I never knew that a group of mushrooms is actually called Troupe. That's like a group of mushrooms that grow together. Like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Wow. So what would you say is the future of Troupe and also um, gummies and the mushroom edibles that you make?
Yeah, I mean, we would love to. We're actually planning on launching some more products within a year, hopefully. So
Mm,
definitely expanding the product line and having more gummies and doing different form factors in addition to the gummies. And Jake and I have always been really passionate about psychedelic mushrooms and their benefits. They have been
mm,
life changing for both of us. And when the legality around it changes, we would love to incorporate it into our product line because it's so powerful, it's so healing, it is so transformational. And when you pair it with functional mushrooms, it's a perfect combination. So, yeah, we're just very excited about that. But in the interim, there's so many different mushrooms we can use, so many different plants. And we want to always be on the cutting edge of natural health in a fun and easy, delicious way.
yeah, I love that. Yeah, natural health is the way to go. I believe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And if there's like a business trick or secret I could, drop, for the listeners out there, or for myself to, like, looking back, reflecting back on your journey or your entrepreneurial journey from 2020 up to this moment, what would you say has contributed to your success?
Learning, just like always be learning, read books on whatever you're trying to do, and like seek knowledge in whatever you're doing. I would say that's the major thing. Like just always be trying to learn more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. What about you, Stephanie?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I think perseverance, it's definitely not an easy journey. And just to really hold the vision of what you want to achieve. And even on the bad days, just know that you're still one step closer to getting there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are beautiful lessons. Learning, I mean, we keep on learning till we go to the grave, basically. And if you stop learning, then you are dying, basically, I believe. Yeah, and just keep on persevering. I mean, I don't know if it's the same for you, but or different for you, but I believe there are always ups and downs, and there are some days that are not as beautiful as the other days, and you just have to keep on pushing and keep on remembering what your mission is for whatever you're doing, what your goals are, and you keep on heading towards there. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I really love that. I really appreciate speaking with both of you in this episode. You shine so much light on mushrooms for me. Now I know that more than psychedelics, mushrooms and gourmet, and now there's also the functional mushrooms. I also know what they are used for. That's really beautiful. But one thing I would like to ask, or two questions I'd like to ask before I let you go, because I was going through your website and I found out that you love your passport so much, and it's still with the Thai police. Is that still something that is on?
No, that was a long time ago, but yes, I got my passport stolen by the Thai police when I was traveling in Asia, and it was a nightmare. Yeah, it was a true
Okay.
nightmare.
Oh, I would like to get to the depth of that story, but maybe not in this
Yeah,
episode.
another time.
And not that. And Jake believes cooking. I mean, Trade Joe or something like that. You keep on telling him it's re-eating, but he believes that's cooking or something. Or is that still something on, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, I still cook. Yeah,
Oh,
still
you
a
cook?
chef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the okay? Everything from Trade Joe, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's been so wonderful speaking with you. I really appreciate this. If there's something you would like to tell the listeners out there as a closing remark, what would that be? What's something we've not covered, or something you still want to leave out there for people to hear?
I always like to say that we're trying to spread the awareness of mushrooms, and it takes a community to do that. It's going to take lots and lots of people, and not just us. So we are always looking for people to help spread the mission. So if you're interested in mushrooms and you're interested in like our products, please feel free to reach out to us. We always answer our emails and our questions. We love talking to our customers, and we love answering any mushroom related questions too. So yeah, please reach out, and we'd love to have you part of the mushroom mission.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And if you still have any other questions or some doubts, you can always visit the website, trytroupe.com. The link will be in the show notes of this episode. I'll also place a link to your Instagram page, so anyone who is interested in, just going through the post. I love the fact that you have so many posts about the benefits of each mushrooms, and you explain the types also that's really educational for people who are interested in this. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to speak with you. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone could try out the mushroom. Mirror Talk 20 for 20% discount on that. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, you made it to the very end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'm grateful for your time, your love, and your contributions. Subscribe, like, review, and share this podcast. God bless you. Bye. Bye.